Hey everybody, thanks so much for all the great feedback and suggestions on the 1000 challenge page about possible video topics. There are some fantastic ones and I really appreciate you taking the time to give me suggestions because it helps me better connect with you as an audience. I want to make sure the material that I'm providing is something that's going to be useful so you can use it as tools to hopefully help improve, enhance, inspire your own life and others too. Somebody made a suggestion today about self-worth and talking about self-worth, and I think it's a really important topic to talk about. Just the phrase itself, self-worth. What do we value ourselves at? What are we worth? You know, it's amazing that people struggle with self-worth so much. And if you think about it, if you don't have a self-worth, then what is it? What do you have? Relationships, I've seen more relationship stories through my relationship website of relationships that have been broken, relationships that have failed, because one person or the other doesn't really have a high self-worth. And what happens is they have such a low self-worth of themselves that they put too much pressure on the other person. And they become so codependent on the other person to make them feel okay, to make them feel complete, to make them feel loved, that they can't give themselves those things. And so when the relationship starts to falter, or there's struggles, or there's challenges in it, they don't know what to do because they don't have a sense of self. And then the relationship inevitably breaks down and falls apart, and the one person's left feeling completely devastated and lost. I know what that feels like because I was that person at one time. When I made the website ouchmyheartisbroken.com, I was that guy who has such a small sense of self-worth. You know, friends would have never thought that, but deep down inside, and I didn't really realize it, but I wasn't doing a lot of things to fulfill me and light me up and pursuing my passions and whatnot. So how do we get self-worth? Pursuing passions is one of the most important things. If we're not doing stuff each and every day that we're passionate about, that inspires us, that gets us excited, you know, how are we supposed to ignite the fire of life? How? You can't. So it goes back to, a couple of weeks ago we talked about, learning to love, to do the things you hate. That's one way to just ignite a fire inside of yourself. If you go through your whole life going, life sucks, and it's too hard, and it's unfair I work at this job, and, it's not my fault because that person has this and I don't, and poor me, boo-hoo-hoo. If you go through life like that, guess what your self-worth is going to be? It's going to be zero. Your self-worth is going to be what you think. And if you think that life's not fair and that you have an unfair advantage against other people, that you're not good looking enough and you're not this enough or that enough, or your job sucks, guess what? That's what it's going to be. And your self-worth is going to suffer because of it. If, on the other hand, if you think about, man, I'm so blessed with this opportunity to even have the work. I'm so grateful that I have a mind and a heart that I can think and feel the way I can. I'm so grateful that I have freedoms, that I can make a choice to change my habits, change my lifestyle, to change my weight loss, to change my eating habits, all those things. I have the ability to do this. I have control. I have the power to change whatever I want. That's how you build up your self-worth. Because what is self-worth? Again, it's what you value yourself. And if you value yourself highly enough to make changes, to take a stand for yourself, to not let people push you over, all those things, guess what? Your self-worth goes up. And it goes up big time. But you have to decide what you're willing to compromise and what you're willing not to. If you just want to spend your whole life eating McDonald's and feeling like crap and feeling sorry for yourself, you're not getting much self-worth out of that. That's basically what it's going to be. And in turn, what's going to happen is people are going to respect you just as the same. But if you demand more, if you exercise, if you eat well, if you find friends that are going to build you up, not tear you down, if you change your social environment, if you're not happy with your social environment, you think you have crappy friends, look into different activities, different interests, things that you're passionate about, and find people that share similar interests. It's going to be the same thing in relationships too. If you're in a relationship that you don't feel is fulfilling and you've tried everything and you have a partner that just keeps beating you down, guess what? That's your choice staying in the relationship, and that's you allowing yourself to be diminished. Don't stand for that. Ask for more. Demand more of your life. This is your life. You can wake up tomorrow and it's gone. And do you want to die happy, or do you want to die feeling like this? I don't feel good doing this for 2 seconds. I don't want my life to be like that. And I don't want any of your lives to be like that. So think about that. Your self-worth is what you value in yourself. It's what you think you're worth to yourself. You want a better relationship, you want a better job, you want better friends, you want better anything, put a better value on yourself. It's going to be a reflection of what you are. If you don't value yourself very highly, guess what? You're going to get low value friends, low value job. But the higher you value yourself, the more you believe in yourself, the more you want for yourself, the more you demand out of your life, your self-worth is going to go up. And with that, so is the quality of relationships, the quality of people you interact with, the quality of job you have, the amount of money you earn, your fitness level, your health level, everything. It goes up with it. And what's even more important than all those things is your ability to deal with the tough times in life. When life happens, it's going to go up as well. And you're going to be able to ride the waves of life instead of just getting crushed by them. Okay, great talk, guys. Until next time.